What's up, YouTube? This is Sea-Dog back with another review. This is the last of the Robots in Disguise wave, and this is Windblade with her battle mask. And as you can see, she has her battle mask on, looking very cool. And she's got her sword. See, the hilt is pegged into her leg just like before. She's still got the same rocking cool ankles, so you can get cool poses. For those that have watched my other review, this is just a review on kind of just going over some of the basics here. She's got nice yellow. It's like a muted, kind of a golden yellow, sort of. And she's got her fan as her an accessory, as well as it pegs into the back of her head, and it pegs in better than the first one. It can actually hold it by it, so it's much better than the first one. She also has swivel biceps that work much better than the first one. The first one would get hung up. At least on my copy, the first one got hung up. The first RiD one. This pegs in better than before. It's staying there, so that's cool. But you can get some pretty cool poses with her. One thing I found that her wings like to stay back like this. So when in plane mode, they have resistance. They don't really want to come down. They want to spring back up like that. You see that? So that's a little bit of a pain in the ass, but they got nice silver here on the wings. Comes out in bot mode, and again on this side as well. Looking very cool. But yeah, nice red here on her leg. A little bit of paint scuff here on the black. You can see where it oversprayed or something, but not a big deal. Silver on her thigh, or her lower legs. It's got a little bit of that blue on her abdomen, as well as silver surrounding it, and that same gold yellow. Got an Autobot symbol on her chest. This is her face. Let's get rid of her sword just for a minute. Looking at her face sculpt. That's a pretty cool face sculpt. I dig it. I like it. I didn't think I'd like it, but when you see it in person, it looks a lot better. Looking very cool. Yeah. Same articulation. You got the waist swivel. You got the thighs front to back. The thigh swivel. And it works with the sheath on it. She's got the double jointed knees. Get the full bend. It breaks up the sculpt a little bit, but you can get what you can get the look down. So that's cool. Gives you that option. Or you can get a single joint to there. Front to back ankles, so get really cool poses with these ankles. She's got a cut joint in the top of her ball jointed shoulder, so you can get out and you can go forward. And it has a nice inward. It's like cut in the inward because she's female, so her arm gets right across her, no problem. Let's see if we can get this. There we go. And then all the swivel at the top of the bicep, a little bit more than 90. That's probably 90. That's probably maybe a 95-degree bend at the elbow. And she's got articulation here in the wings a little bit, and she's ball-jointed neck. It'll go up pretty good, down pretty good. Of course, it will swivel side to side, and you can get a little tilt too. That's pretty much the wrap-up of her articulation. So, moving this out of the way, let's get her transformed. You just want to swivel the waist 180. You're going to want to get the ankles down. So when you bring them up, the top part of the ankle right here, or this part right there, sits on top of the thigh. So we get it like that. Same thing with this side. You want to bring that up and swivel that ankle in so the tail fin goes up. And then, so that part right there sits on top. There's a peg right there and a hole, and you just peg those together, and then you even everything out. These knee pads usually they sit like they peg themselves into these like notches right here and here. Then these arms come down and peg into the sides of the legs. Right, basically, yeah, those slots. They're like air slots for articulation or something. Then this comes back, places there. Then you take this, I guess you can open that up to do it. Straighten her head out, bring this down, and then this closes around her head. These kind of go into the shoulders. These parts right here go into these cut joints in the shoulders. Everything kind of locks them together like that. Everything re-locked in there. And there you go. But like I said, there's kind of like a spring up effect. And then we have these swivel around as well, so you can get it to go back. So she's going frontwards, and then down to hover up, you know, and then forward to go backwards, etc. So that's pretty cool. But like I said, she's kind of sitting there at a V. You can get it to go down, but it doesn't really stay too easily, and I'm not sure why that is. There's a hole right here, so you can create it as a stand. You just pop this peg into that hole, and then she becomes a stand. And you can put the sword in, of course, too. I have the sword out at the moment, but so she becomes a stand as well, like that, which is kind of cool. And like I said, you can put the sword in. I think it goes this way. Oh, no, it's my bad. This way. But either way, you can put it in there. And then also, additionally, she has landing gear, so you can use the back of her feet and that as a stand as well. So that's pretty cool. And looking at her details here, she's got blacks and silvers that come out on her wings. I like the silver a lot, how it comes through the vents there. And then the yellowish gold comes up on her knee pads. And then we got blue for her cockpit. Looking very cool. I like how they painted the what are these? The fans there for the rotors, the VTOL rotors. Looking very nice. Got a little peg in there too, which kind of detracts from it, but not too bad. And yeah, overall it's just a fun mold. There's not too much more to go. I've already done a review on her. You can see some of that silver that comes up here. I've done a review on the first version, but I do like this version, you know, just to show you that you can use the sword obviously too. It creates that nice stand for you, so I like that. That's definitely cool. And you know, like, comment, subscribe, stay awesome, stay subbed, stay tuned for the next video. We'll take out one quick pose. As you can see, you can get her in a nice cool pose here. Her ankles rock, so you can definitely can set her feet up right. She's got her sheath attached to her leg, and she's double hand sorting. You know, she's holding the sword with two hands. So that's it. That's a wrap. Peace, guys. I'm out.